What do you know about safeguarding yourself from the storms of life? Welcome to Presentation Ponder Practice. As you can see, we're in a quite different setting for this occasion. Nevertheless, we want to bring you this devotional thought with a few things to ponder, and you are tasked with finding something to put into practice. So, what is it that you do know about safeguarding yourself from the storms of life? Solomon wrote in Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 1, "Remember also your Creator in the days of your youth, before the evil days come and the years draw near, in which you will say, I have no delight in them." Solomon, first of all, wants us to recognize that storms will come. Whether we're prepared for them or unprepared for them, storms will come. But we don't need to get so presumptuous as to think that because I'm prepared for one storm, that I'm prepared for every kind or every type of storm. Storms change throughout our lives. Some of the things that we struggled with while we were teenagers or maybe even younger adolescents, we may not struggle with anymore. There are storms ahead of us that we have not yet faced that will be just as difficult, if not more difficult, than the storms we've already faced. But the storms will come. Solomon instructs us then, since storms will come, to remember our Creator. Remember your Creator in the days of your youth. We must think about, meditate on, consider the ways of our Creator. Think about the things He has given us, the tools and the abilities, the faculties of mind, the emotions, the things that can help us recognize that a storm is coming. Recognize that we are in the midst of a storm, and then to learn from those occasions. But we also must remember our Creator in the days of our youth. In the days of our youth, when things are being learned at a very rapid pace, when things are unusual to us as we're growing in our faith, those are the days in which we need to remember our Creator? Yes. Because the earlier we can prepare for storms, the better equipped we will be when the storms come. Preparing early does not ensure success, but it does provide us with a greater and better opportunity to overcome those storms. Remember your Creator in the days of your youth, before the evil days come. Evil days is a phrase or a statement, a word actually, for evil that means a wicked, bad, distressed. It can even speak of calamity. There are some days in life that are just a drudge to get through. We have to force ourselves to keep on moving forward. We have to focus upon putting one foot in front of the other. And at times, on some days, we'll even find it difficult just to do that. Put one foot in front of the other. These days can be offset if we prepare ourselves on the front end to face those storms and to overcome them by looking to our Creator. Remember your Creator in the days of your youth, before the evil days come and the years draw near, in which you will say, I have no delight in them. Have you ever felt like that? That you had no delight in living? That you had no delight in seeing another day? That you had no delight in continuing on with what you were facing at the time? These storms of life make life difficult for us. So, what's the toughest storm you have faced in your life? Have you overcome that storm? If so, how did you overcome that storm? What could you share with others that would help them to better be prepared for the storms of life? What could you share with them that would help them understand just how tough some of these storms can be? Another question we might consider or ask ourselves is, what gives us the greatest strength in the midst of the storm? Where do we draw our strength from? How do we draw that strength? And then what do we do with the strength that we gain in the midst of the storm? And then what is your greatest hope in the midst of the storm? What is the greatest peace in the midst of the storm? The more storms we face, the better experienced we are in facing storms. But we may not be prepared for the next storm unless we prepare now. Prepare for the storms of life. They will come. And with the coming of storms, we must remember our Creator.